And we're back in South America. Hearts of Iron A to Z brings us to Bolivia today, and Bolivia is not looking too good. This is a nation very much in decline. So by now, Bolivia has lost a great deal of its territory to pretty much all of its neighbors, except maybe Peru. And most importantly, Bolivia has lost its coastline to Chile, the longest of countries. But what if Bolivia got a competent leader for once? So we're going to make Bolivia great again. Iron Man mode with historical AI focuses on. Also, I will be playing with a mod today. It's called En Unión y Libertad, a South America rework. I'll leave a link in the description below. Highly recommend this mod if you're ever going to play in South America. It's amazing. It is great, but you'll see. En Unión y Libertad, a South America rework. Cool. So, Bolivia. Let's check out the focuses first. So this is a very nice, very decent focus tree with, we got some industry here, we got some army stuff there, and then the meat and potatoes in the center, the politics. And we immediately have to choose. Do we side with the people or do we side with the people with guns? Now, I'm not an expert on running a country, but I'd say we want to side with the people with guns every time, especially since these people will help me take my coastline back. My plan is probably to run either communist or fascist. I'll have to flip a coin on that, and then we'll see if we can fight everybody around us, because Chile has some of our cores, Brazil has some of our cores, Paraguay has some of our cores, and I don't think Argentina has any of our cores, but well, while we're fighting everybody, might as well fight Argentina. Let's start with the army. Not highly impressive. I'll rename these divisions in a bit to our members. The divisions get to be named after channel members, and apparently Brigadier Pedro de Santa Cruz is a woman. Okay, so research, we only have 2 slots, so we'll stick with the basics. What I am planning to do though is lean into air. Why? Well, Latin America, not a great place for tanks. Everything is going to be infantry driven, and if I'm going to be playing with infantry, I might as well use CAS, so we'll leverage that as best we can. Build some support equipment, some artillery, and that's pretty much going to be it for now. Not a lot of factories in terms of constructions. Well, not a lot of factories either. Let's look at the state of this country. Loser of the Chaco War. There goes our army. Unstable Republic. That's not good. Great Depression. That's not good. Loss of sea access. Definitely not good. Obligatory military service. It's not bad. Underdeveloped. So nothing about this country seems to be good. All right then. And the leader is also not good. Oh, why do I play these games? I wonder. I'm a little lazy, so I deleted the army and just started recruitment of fresh troops. That way I can use my mod that automatically renames divisions to channel members. Otherwise I'd have to do that manually, and I don't want to. Don't worry about it. We have plenty of time, and let's get cracking. Our initial goal will probably be to reclaim the coast. I also want to reclaim, I also want to reclaim all of our lost cores. While we're at it, why not make Bolivia the naval superpower it is meant to be? I'm going to be stealing ships, stealing and reclaiming land, and just making Bolivia and South America great again. And for that, I'll need the men with guns. Let's empower the young officers. The experienced officers have a will of their own. Don't need that. These are also very communist. No, let's go with the young officers. They tend to know what they're doing. All right, so there's a coup going on, but I think we preempt that by siding with the military, and that's pretty much it currently. So this is definitely something I want to do. Create Greater Bolivia by retaking all of those territories. We have a lot of conquering to do. Let's embrace some new ideas. So I'm not going to constantly say what I'm doing in terms of focuses, but the plan is to work our way down the focus tree until we can either make friends with the Peruvians and get them on our side, or focus on our internal politics. One of these two. What we also need to do is begin regaining the trust of the people. The people, the ones without guns, don't like what we've done so far. So we'll need to run through all of these focuses here until we get to our nation reborn to make our people like us again. So this is a whole lot of clicking decisions and doing focuses without really conquering and fighting, but we can use that time to build up, and build up we shall. I'm thinking we focus our research towards an industry and research speed first, and then from there lean forward. All right, the military's done their thing. Good. We chose the right horse there. Okay, now we can start hiring some political advisors. I'm thinking the National Socialist Legionary. Good idea. We want brown shirt support to go up, since that is the faction we will be supporting. After that, I probably want to hire a chief of the army to start getting some army experience, but afterwards we're gonna need a lot of political power to fix all of the issues our country now has. Let's start by regaining the people's trust. People with guns can't do everything on their own. This is another terrible thing went against the civilians. This is harsh. The people don't really like the junta. Not really. Fortunately, we'll get a bunch of these decisions to regain the people's trust. We'll do them one at a time as we unlock them through the focuses. And by the time we can make our deals official, we'll have another concern, mainly Toro. Long story short, we made a deal when we sided with the military, and now we're stabbing that military in the back as well. Kind of screwing with everybody right now, but it has to be done. Bolivia will be made whole again. And there goes Toro with his devious scheme. So not only do we need to put this country back together, we also need to make sure Toro, our erstwhile friend, is not going to be taking over too much of our country. Every 80 or so days, he will take control of a province. We will then have to spend political power, take provinces away from him again. That's why I'm not really making any political power picks except to build the country back up, restore what needs restoring, and just keep this idiot in his place. Meanwhile, we are doing all right though. We're working our way through the focus tree. We'll get there. All right, we've also done the Latin or the American, Central American, Latin American, whatever. We've done a conference and we got a couple of bonuses out of it because I chose certain things. So most of this is pretty good. Very interestingly, we now have air research speed bonuses, and I'm actually going to deviate from my usual research of industry to grab a couple of things for the air. The bonus lasts for a year, so why not make it count? I'd very much like to get something of an air force done, mostly because my neighbors probably won't have much of one, and if I can flood the skies with CAS, I already have a leg up on my enemies. Our nation is reborn. Time to make our ideals official, and then we can put Toro in prison and solve that problem once and for all. Also, free research slot. Yay! Just gonna go all in on air while I have that 15% bonus. After that, of course, can't forget about the industry. Industry always very important. And with that, we are now officially Phalangist Bolivia, and a new man with a new mustache is in charge, and he has some pretty nice bonus. War support's okay, but weekly manpower. Now, that is something nice for a country that doesn't really have a lot of manpower going on. So we have the benefits of having the portrait of Karl Marx without having to put up a portrait of Karl Marx. So this is stellar. All right, let's tackle Toro and go straight to putting him in jail. Let's see. Do we need to take any of his states? Soon he's gonna do annoying things. For now, it should still be fine. Let's also get state serves the military. More political power. We're gonna need a lot of political power. Speaking of political power, let's also hire the aircraft designer. Maximize on that speed bonus. After that, I'm probably gonna get the military or the war industrialist. Yeah, good idea, I think. Good idea. Air is king, so if we focus heavily on air, we'll be kings. I see no flaws in that logic whatsoever. Toro is imprisoned, so that is another problem solved. We're pretty much good to go from now on. We have two choices now. Contact the Peruvians, where we make a deal with Peru, build up, and then prepare to fight another War of the Pacific against Chile, or we revive the Peru-Bolivian Confederation. This sounds really cool. However, it requires the AI to do a couple of focuses, and I can't see what they've done. It's also very unlikely that they've done those focuses, so I don't want to take that gamble, because if it doesn't pan out, you kind of lock yourself out of the rest of the tree. Let's instead focus on our internal politics and work towards prepare our forces for the worst case scenario, and of course total success. We're gonna try to take Antofagasta, our coastal province, away from Chile, and of course meanwhile we are still building up the military as best we can. Also time to grab some new guns, and I've just realized I haven't actually researched trains, so I'll need trains as well. Radios, oh, I need so much stuff, and we're not really in any position to fight anyone realistically, but we're getting there. I've just had a thought. If I screw this up, I'm gonna have to fight the Chileans. I don't know if I'm ready to fight the Chileans, considering we still have this and some of this. Oh, we'll have to risk it. Risk it for biscuit. It appears Peru has gone to war with Peru's navy. So Peru is at war with the Peruvian naval junta. Let's not dwell on that. All right, we're drafting plans to take the province. Let's make those plans a little bit cheaper. And after that, either focus on getting the army back into shape or getting the industry back into shape. We have to get something back into shape, because if this goes poorly, we are several flavors of screwed. So we now have to keep clicking this on map decision. Hopefully we'll be able to enact the plan. This is very much like the Spanish Civil War decisions where you click the button to get influence in the state and then Chile clicks the button to reduce your influence. Hopefully we can get this to the highest level and it ends up working out for us. No guarantees on that front though. All right, focusing our efforts on the plan. I'm thinking army revival, reform of the army. Let's go straight down here and get rid of the worst of our problems while we try and contest this area. Maybe we can get in on this. If it fires now, we have a 33% chance of success. That's not good, but I'm thinking we can bump it up to like maybe 90% with a little luck, hopefully. We can also delay the plan if things don't go exactly how we want to. Okay, so with 2 of our decisions in, we now have a 66% chance of success. Let's add a 3rd one and see what happens. So while all that's going on, we're also going to make the first cast design. So all the small bomb bays we can fit, some better engines, and then the dive brakes. I'll probably add some drop tanks as well once we're actually able to produce them, but I forgot to research them. And next step was probably going to be to design a couple of fighters as well in the same spirit. So just the basic airframe, best machine guns I can fit. The heavy ones are better, best engine, and then armor, and drop tanks. So we have 3 claims on the province, still only a 66% chance of success. I don't know if we can boost it again, if that would matter. I'm gonna try. Not sure if that actually does anything. I can also delay the plan, but let's see what happens. Let's get the army in position, the army air quotes in position, to see if we can maybe bully them into helping out, maybe. Also gonna need a couple of trains, so let's commandeer a couple of civilian ones. This is not gonna go quite as well as I had hoped, I fear. I'm starting to regret things. It's still only a 66% chance. I don't know if that's even ever going to go up past this. This is the maximum. We're gonna have to roll the dice on this. If it fails, and we'll have to go from there. It's fine. Everything is fine. There are no problems here. Let's also add some support artillery and engineer companies while we're here. Okay, that ended up going a lot better than expected. So it just worked. Got hold of Antofagasta. I don't have to fight Chile. So the dice roll ended up in our favor. So that is one of our goals achieved. We have dockyards again. We're going to start making some convoys. From here, things are going to be so much better. Next part of the plan is to restore faith in the army and get some Bolivian nationalism going. Of course, we're also going to get the industry going. And once we have a little bit of industry and military strength, let's say, we're going to go down here and either make an alliance with Peru, promising each other that we'll beat up all our neighbors, or forge our own path where I just plan to beat up literally everyone around me, which is probably what I'm going to do. Oh, we're just in time because Chile has declared war on Chile. Socialist Republic of Chile. All right, so this is still terrible, but not as terrible as it was before. I can deal with this for a little bit, mostly because this takes 105 days and it removes it, but I can also remove it by simply controlling Chaco Boreal, which is this place. So maybe I could just fight Paraguay. It might be easier. Paraguay is teeny tiny. Let's instead focus on the industry first, get rid of that horrible Great Depression debuff, and finally start making some useful things for my army and the rest of the country. So we're gonna focus what we're good at or go towards an agrarian society and never change a winning team. Now we can sell our tungsten mines combined with the previous focus giving us a whole bunch of tungsten. Means we get 2 civilian factories for every state that has over 40 tungsten production. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 states. That is 8 free civs. Definitely gonna need that if I'm gonna build anything at all before it's 1945. We're already pushing it. It's getting late. Kind of want to get this show on the road. Time for our Wars of Vengeance to begin. We will first take up Paraguay, then it will turn to Chile, and then the rest of our neighbors. We will be mighty or we will not be at all. I like how it's 1941 and just now we're barely starting to get our economy going. So the construction's picking up pace, production's getting there. And once we kick off these wars, it's just, that is what I love about this focus tree. Once you get to the war port, it's just war goal, war goal, war goal, war goal, war goal, war. Nothing but fighting, fighting, fighting once you get to the final part. So it's all building up to that crescendo where Bolivia is ready to stand up and be counted. And oh boy, we are going to be counted soon, Paraguay. soon. And with retaking Chaco, we can declare our first war. So let's have another quick look here. Everything is motorized, so supply should be reasonable. We've got a decent amount of units ready here to aggressively overwhelm Paraguay. Got the Air Force out, such as it is. It's not huge, but it should be more than Paraguay can muster. Let's quickly overwhelm Paraguay and then move on to either Peru or Chile. Oh yeah, we're just gonna absolutely smother them. And the second Chaco War, the Chaco, shall be ours once more. We lost 1, 2, 3 provinces here historically. We're gonna make that right. So the annoying thing about pushing into Paraguay is the terrain's terrible and supply is an issue. But we have managed to push to the one supply hub they have, like halfway down the country. Just need to build up a railway leading to it, and then we drive on to Asuncion, I think that's what it's called. It does certainly help to have total air control. I think we've ended that war in 48 days. Not bad. Not bad at all. So all I'm gonna do is take my cores and call it a day. They can be my puppet for all the other bits. So I'm simply gonna puppet them in the other territories, add my war reparations, add my resource rights, and then we prepare to take on Chile. Chile is going to be a bit of a tougher nut to crack due to the territory involved, but they're a little distracted, so I'm thinking we'll be fine. Unfortunately, we still have other Chile here. I'll need to justify a war goal on them. Plus, we have these cool decisions. Getting our sweet revenge. Make Chilean Republic pay for taking our lands. Nice attack bonus. Try and get some encirclements in. Don't want to fight the entire Chilean army if I can avoid it, so do it piecemeal. Destroy them bit by bit and then move the front line up. Chile is very narrow and mountainous. It's really not a fun place to fight in. And there goes mighty Chile. Why don't I get any points for this, I wonder? Okay, so apparently the Republicans got pretty much everything out of this. Oh, I hate it when civil wars get in the way. At least I got something. I am justifying on the Republicans, but it's gonna take a while. I did take Arica, I took Atacama, and fortunately I also took a small slice of their fleet. So I have some naval assets now, and Bolivia now has an admiral. And we're gonna move the army up, and we're about to take on Peru, who is very busy, apparently losing to Ecuador. And a couple of on-map decisions. For each core that we've reclaimed, we can build up the province, giving us a mill and a sieve in the area. Very, very nice. We just get stronger as we go. All right, time for a little bit of war with Peru. They're super distracted. We have the numbers on them, and we have the air. And the air is really all you need. And apparently Peru is so overextended they couldn't even bother to defend Lima. I guess that's probably it for Peru then. Oh, there goes Peru. Let's take what's ours. So the reason I annexed Peru instead of puppeting them is because we have a focus here, force integrate our new territory that allows us to actually core the territories of Peru and Chile. So these are pretty good. And the next step is probably to make the Argentinians pay, and then we'll fight the Brazilians as well. Next step on the road to glory. Actually, no, I forgot about that other Chile that's still surviving down here that I definitely want to take care of first. Titan to make other Chile disappear. I admit I had low expectations of Chilean resistance, but they've just done nothing. And apparently the buttons for the wars no longer work, so I can't check casualties, but doesn't matter. We've won. So another navy to add to my collection, along with a bunch of land. Again, I'm gonna take all this land instead of trying to puppet anyone, because I can core all of this if I can get the resistance down and the compliance up. And now we have a very, very long border with Argentina, and it's gonna be very interesting to see if we can overrun them. All right, let's make the Argentinians pay, and then take a slight detour to just catch our breath a little bit, because I am somewhat outrunning my own capacity for war. I need manpower to recover. Let's declare war. I'm not going to call anybody in, and I think I can just overrun the Argentinians, because I have more troops than they do. Yep, I have more troops than they do, and they can't cover this border, probably. So I should be able to just overrun them. Yeah, Argentina's gonna die. You know, I almost feel bad for Argentina. And there goes Argentina. I'm gonna take whatever I've got a claim on. I think I'll just puppet the rest, mostly because I don't have the manpower to occupy all of this. I just don't. Plus a nice navy. There, not the prettiest of borders, but Bolivia and Argentina is now a thing, and we can look further north. We have some more tiny dots up there that we can conquer, and we're gonna design our fresh shock troops. I'm gonna go heavy on mechanized and motorized artillery for this. These are not optimal for fighting in the jungle, or Latin America for that part, but I don't want to do tanks. I still want to have some speed, and I want to be able to punch above my weight class, and that just brings me to this, I guess. I like how we started without even a coastline, and we already have 3 battleships, 4 heavy cruisers, 5 light cruisers, then 45 destroyers. Alright, Brazil, goodbye. It's been nice knowing ya. Naval invasion should be off. Air is up. I don't think Brazil has all that much that can stand against us. I'd like to get more men out, but manpower, you know, we're a small country, all things considered. Once I can start coring some of that land, we'll be fine. Yeah, Brazil is stretched so thin, they don't actually have the troops to hold off our invasion of their coastline here. So let's just quickly make a dash for the coast. I mean for the Argentinian border. And we've cut them in half. A little bit of an anti-climax, but I'll settle. I had hoped to trap some troops here, but it looks like they managed to pull them all out through Porto Alegre, so no grand encirclement there. And we've linked up the main front line. Oh, we had linked up the main front line. Let's fix that. There we go. We have now linked up the main front line. Maybe I should just get a couple more naval landings in and then start an all-out assault. I would like to get more divisions deployed, but it's getting costly to field all these. I'm little short on manpower currently. Still, I should be able to just power through. I have the numbers. I have air. I'm already at Sao Paulo. From there, it's just a matter of keeping the drive going. Brazilian armies really not that big, is it? Well, that's Sao Paulo. Rio de Janeiro captured. Brazil's almost done. I think we need like Recife and like the horn here, the bulge of Brazil, and then we'll be done. Most of this Amazonian territory is fairly worthless, all things considered, but they're not really putting up much of a fight. I can pretty easily push. It is probably still best if I just naval invaded, because honestly, I just don't want to go all that way. It's too far for my liking. I'll just hit the enemy at Recife and see if I can make this quick. If I can unify all of South America, maybe I can still main something to the Axis, assuming they don't die before that happens. Well, there goes Brazil at least. I'm gonna take their navy, which is gonna be nice, and again, we'll just puppet everything. All right, good start. Bolivian Brazil, Bolivian Argentina. We've got pretty much all our bases covered. I'd like to maybe go for a stab at Uruguay if they don't pick up a guarantee. Next up, we are going to be taking out Ecuador, Venezuela, and Colombia. Time to go after Ecuador, and I can also start coring some of the first territories. Good, more manpower. Simply declare war. Sail my boys in, march the army in. Next on the chopping block, Colombia. Yeah, they're closest. There we go. We got funny cores out of Peru, because apparently Peru survived there. Colombia being next should be relatively easy. I certainly don't expect any trouble from them. Well, bye-bye Colombia. Shouldn't be too difficult. Again, they have no friends. And that leaves me with Venezuela next, and that will have me in control of pretty much everything. Yeah, this definitely feels like one of my dumber ideas. Trying to push overland towards a port. I sincerely hope it works out, but I have doubts. Fortunately, I also have air power, so we might just be able to force our way through. In the south, not a lot of success, though. No! Oh, I got 2 large divisions encircled because I was... lost 2 motorized divisions. No! That's on me. Come on, come on, come on. Take Cartagena. Oh, okay! We have taken Cartagena, and from there, we can push on. I just need these guys to hold their positions. Just hold now. Don't do anything stupid, just hold defensive positions. I'm just powering through using raw air power, and fortunately it's proving to work. I've taken several of the southern supply hubs and the army can keep going, but this is definitely not the efficient way of doing things. I can't open the war tab, but something tells me I've lost a considerable amount of manpower in this rather idiotic push, so I'm just gonna send up reinforcements to this beachhead we took, and then from there I'll start pushing. You know, I just realized I did my big fancy war with Brazil. I forgot to take my cores. I forgot to take my cores of Brazil, and now I can't form Greater Bolivia because of these provinces. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, only one thing to do, and that is just build stuff in Brazil and make their autonomy go down. Oh, I'm so annoyed. Also gotta hurry it up. I got my war goal on Venezuela already. I have my war goal on Uruguay. I have gotten bogged down in this rather pointless struggle with Colombia that really shouldn't be as difficult as it is, and I really need to go here and help Italy before Italy blows a gasket. No, there goes Rome, so Axis are certainly losing. I don't think I'll be able to get there in time to really help anything. Well, at least Colombia's died and given me whatever it had left. Alright, that means Venezuela and Uruguay are next. Oh, no, there goes Italy. Germany's not looking too spicy. Alright, time to deal with Venezuela. Gonna declare war, get my naval invasion going, and then funnel in the entire army. Cover the air in fighters and casks and see from there. Please tell me I can take Caracas. Oh, I can take Caracas. Alright, I'm fine. Fine. And there goes Venezuela. Let's just puppet them, take all their stuff. Alright, that pretty much ends our escapades in the Americas, I guess. Oh no, I've done horrible things here to Colombia. Oh, the border looks so disgusting. Oh, there, that's better. So what I'm gonna do now is set up my port guards, prepare to wipe these European stains off the continent and defend against the Americans while I can. Do I want to sail my boys over to Europe? I don't think I can save Germany at this point. I'll be honest, I don't think I have the strength to save Germany. Not with the Americans involved, but maybe I can try. Can ask to join their faction and then see what we can do from there. Our navy is pretty big, so maybe I can get a naval invasion of the UK off and shield Germany that way. I can help them take Italy out again, protect the Balkans. We'll see. They've allowed me into the Axis. I'm not going to join the war just yet. I'm going to funnel my main strength over to Berlin, and when they've arrived, we'll see what we can do from there. I'm not going to call any of my puppets in, but I'd say we are well positioned to change the tide of this war. If I can get my strong units, my mechanized over, I can clean up these pockets if they don't expand, sweep down Italy, crush them, and from there, see where I can assist Germany, maybe helping them secure their ports or defeating the Soviets, or maybe even naval invading the United Kingdom. All the while, though, of course, we'll need to make sure that we don't get our asses handed to us by the Americans, obviously. April 1944, we've conquered all our neighbors. We're gonna quickly integrate Brazil. Wait. That is a whole lot of terrible divisions. We can finally restore our rightful borders, giving us, well, not that much base stability and base war support. Bada bing. Bada boom. What I'm going to do now might be a bit controversial, but I want to try and save the Axis. This has turned into a disaster game. Can I save the Axis at that point? What will I consider saved? Well, if we restore control over Europe. Might knock out the Soviets, no guarantees. But to do that, I will have my work cut out for me. First of all, I am going to release Brazil and keep my cores, so I don't have to garrison the entire coastline. And let's quickly look. All right, I've got 35 divisions more or less in position to guard my own very long coastline. I got 25 divisions left in South America that I plan to use to naval invade the territories around me, maybe take out some of the American holdings, take out some of the islands, maybe take out the Panama Canal, but they're mostly here as a quick reaction force and to capture these colonies. And that leaves me with my core, my armored core. These are my mechanized divisions. These will try to do the heavy lifting. I'm going to send them over to Europe along with my fleet and my air force. I'm going to try and save the Axis by pushing the Netherlands back, crushing this naval invasion, restoring control of Italy, and pushing the enemy out of the Balkans. This is going to be hard. This is going to be very, very hard. The amount of divisions the enemy has deployed here is considerable, and I am reliant on, well, a lot of imports for my stuff. Alright, this has now become a disaster save. Can I save the Axis as Greater Bolivia? Let's see what my shock troops can do. Quite a lot, actually. So we don't have air dominance, but we are trading favorably with the allies. They just have so many more numbers than I do. But if I can shoot down enough of their boys, we can still get this done. Let's start encircle and destroy them. First encirclement of the war. Yeah, in terms of the air war, I think we can wear the allies down eventually if I can keep my own production up. Resources are going to be an issue, so I'm building a whole lot of infrastructure. Hopefully that will help me out, and I will have to be trading with my puppets. I don't want to trade overseas if I can avoid it at all. Now let's start smacking these boys around. Germany is going to owe us a massive debt when this is done. And we've stemmed the tide. The Dutch invasion has been crushed. Now they quickly clean up this Russian invasion. Shouldn't be too difficult. And then the real challenge begins, which is to restore Italy and deal with the Balkans, because that ain't pretty. It looks like we'll get some good kills in on the Soviets. That is a lot of divisions encircled. Unfortunately, the Soviets just have a lot of divisions to lose, but it's a start, so Germany is slightly more secure now. Okay, all right, new plan. I'm not breaking through Italy. There's too many units there. Even with air power, it's just not happening. But I'm gonna try to deal with the United Kingdom first. I'm gonna try and naval invade them while they're not looking. Hopefully overrun them here, then take out Ireland. And that should ease pressure off this flank at least. And then I can still see what I can do. But I am so outnumbered here. These are good divisions, but they're not as great as they could and maybe should be. Maybe if I add a little bit more motorized artillery to them, they can have a little bit of an extra bite to them. It's gonna be difficult. It's certainly gonna be difficult. All right, naval invasion is underway. I'm gonna redirect the air because obviously I need to support that as soon as I can. So everybody's gonna go and help out in Britain. Well, overall, it doesn't matter. I should be able to outmaneuver them anyway. All right, this is where we break the UK, hopefully. 24 divisions have made landfall. Let's just overwhelm them before they pull troops back home. Still, on the whole, this has been wildly successful as far as invasions of the UK go. And we've taken London. We should be able to take the UK out of the equation soon. And now we kill them dead. Yes, yes, there goes the UK. They're pretty much capitulated already. All right. There goes the UK. Let's just look at Ireland next. Quickly knock them out. Naval invasion is off. With Ireland wiped out, we should be able to get things going. And that should take the Irish out of the picture. And with them, no more enemy naval bases here. Hopefully. Well, Italy's a mess. I don't really have the strength to push there. I'm gonna try and deal with the Soviet problem first. Let's see if I can get some troops here to make a cut for the coast and then defeat in detail. Might as well start recruiting some divisions to act as some sort of port guard, I guess. And to keep the pressure up on the Americans and British, etc. I'm also gonna launch an invasion of their holdings here. In a bit, though. Supply here is just absolutely awful. So I'm building a supply hub there. I know it's not pretty, but I don't need pretty. I need something that works. Gonna build a supply hub. When that's done, I'm gonna thunder across there. Hopefully control most of the southern continent. I'll need to pull... Is it Venezuela? Yeah, I'll need to pull Venezuela into the war, though. Yeah, the motorized just does whatever the hell it wants to. As long as I don't have to actually fight the Allies, I think I'm good, because the Soviets just don't have the air power to stop me. The Allies have enough air power to make my day well, maybe not ruined, just very uncomfortable. Soviets really didn't see that coming. Ooh, they're all encircled as well. Yes, are they? Yes. With that, we have them effectively encircled. Good. All right, now we just mop up and see what happens. Look at the damage my boys have done here. And this has just been, honestly, fairly basic. Just shock troops built on mechanized infantry. And they've done really, really well. I'm very happy with this. This is a severe blow to the Soviets. They're going to lose a lot of troops here. That's going to allow the Axis to stabilize a little. I definitely need the Axis to stabilize a little, because they are in no way, shape, or form capable of holding their end of the deal if they don't get into a better position. Oh, look at that. That is like 20 divisions there, another 40, 45 divisions here, and about 10 there. While I'm busy doing nothing, might as well keep the Navy up to date. I do have a nice Navy. It's mostly battleships, so not amazing. I kind of want to build carriers eventually, once I've got my my feet wet in Europe. Let's push on to Thessaloniki. Yeah, Soviets really not in good shape. And I got air superiority now. Sweet. Should be able to push through. We'll have to go through the south of France. If anything, we're going to have to punch our way through here. It does look like we'll be able to blast through. As long as we have air power, we'll be able to blast through. Just make use of our speed. Keep going, keep going. Pin, 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 pin. Push, 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 push. Gonna try for a Mimi encirclement of those divisions in the Alps. If I can pull that off, I'll destroy them and then push into Italy proper. It seems worth it. Yes! Okay. So this is definitely worth a try. Now to destroy those units, and then we'll push on into Italy proper. Yes. Do that first. Oh, that's good. That's great, actually. I've also finished building the supply hub up here in Venezuela. I can probably start and take out these territories. I'm gonna have to pull Venezuela to arms. I don't really like doing this, but it will pay for itself. I'm covering the naval crossings from Curaçao and Trinidad. Let's get going. I don't really have air up here. Would probably be helpful to do that. So let's put some air up as well. I fully support this government's agenda of killing Americans in the mountains. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. How is the rest looking? So Germans are holding, sort of. They're pushing back, losing some land here and there. I will need to address the Eastern Front. If I can just knock this fake Italy out and get other fake Italy back in power, I think Germany will have the strength to clean up. And then, of course, the Balkans as well. How is this going? This is going reasonably well. Might be naval invasions coming my way, so I should probably be diverting more troops to Coast Guards. But I've got a fair amount of units, right? Turkey joined the Soviet Union. Alright, well, redirecting all my motorized here. Hopefully I can stem this tide before it becomes too disgusting. Well, at least we seize control of South America. Mechanized has arrived. We're going to push Turkey right back where they came from, and we're going to set up some sort of guard on Istanbul. I really don't want to bother capitulating them, because that's pointless. That just makes a very wide front. I don't want to... Oh, no. No. Italy. Germany, why? Germany, they were an ally. So Germany just annexed the French for reasons I fail to understand, and in doing so they have eliminated an ally that we were definitely happy to use. Oh well, it doesn't matter. We're gonna take the fight to Italy next. We should be able to overwhelm this really sad excuse for a country, and just like that we've already cut them in half. Drive south towards Palermo and hopefully we'll get them. Maybe I should get some marines so I can start doing naval invasions in the Caribbean. That might help. The annoying part is going to be getting across this. Oh, never mind. Okay, fake Italy has capitulated, leading to some very funny shenanigans up there. Everybody gets to be mechanized, and we're gonna clean that up, then try to do something in the Balkans. That would be my plan. Alright, and with that we've got the Alpine mess here effectively encircled as well. Let's just destroy that and then move on to cleaning up the actual Balkans. I don't think I want to fight to capitulate Russia. That's gonna take too long. If I can just get things stabilized here, I'll be more than happy. If I can retake Europe, I say I've done my part. Oh my god, Germany, what are you doing? Is that gains you're making, or are you losing? This is a nice pocket here. That's a lot of Americans. Again, Americans dying in the mountains seems to be a theme of this video. The mountains are speaking Bolivian. And pocket closed. Time to sweep down into the Balkans and hopefully end this mess once and for all. Now, I should be a little more clever about this and go for actual large-scale encirclements instead of just trying to roll the enemy line back. Rolling a line back never really is the best option because it just means you have to fight the enemy again, while as you destroy the division, well, the division's gone. It's not gonna come back. So again, encirclements. Encirclement is what you want. Encirclements is what you guys want to see on this channel. So I'm trying to give them to you, but the enemy's too quick in running away. Anyway, Balkan front is getting cleaned up. Then I'm gonna divert some troops to cleaning up this massive Soviet bulge coming from Minsk. Oh. Soviet naval invasion. Maybe we should deal with that first. I'm the fire brigade in this game. I'm constantly cleaning up other people's messes. Looks like we'll be fighting off endless naval invasions instead of killing the allies then. I hate this. I hate this so much. We must have killed so many British and Americans by now. I want to check. United States. Greater Bolivia has killed almost 1 million. Okay, respectable. Regno del Sud. Greater Bolivia. Not bad. United Kingdom. Greater Bolivia. So I haven't killed that many units. I thought we'd have killed more by now, but I'm thinking the German AI is somehow stealing my kills because they're somehow walking into these pockets as they close, I guess. That doesn't matter as long as we win this in the end. 1 million Soviets by Greater Bolivia. The Germans have killed 11 million. Oh my god, how is the Soviet Union still standing? How is Germany still standing? 17 million casualties. Oh, you're on scraping the barrel. And you're out of manpower. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Right. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. All right. That's a big pocket. Put a stop to the Soviet nonsense in this area. Kill that off and then turn my attention to the Balkans and just declare myself the winner. I don't actually have to win. I can just declare myself the winner. This has been... Oh, for the love of God, Germany, can you at least contain one naval invasion? Just one, please. So, all right, that would be the Soviet center destroyed. Now for a push through Greece. If I can push through Greece, I can cut off the Balkans, clean up the Balkans, then divert attention to the Soviets. The Soviets are on their deathbed. I mean, they've suffered 17 million casualties. They're not getting up from that. Oh, baby, look at what we've done here. That is... It's like 60 divisions we've got trapped up there. Hopefully we can kill them all. That would be my goal at least. And from there, push down further into Greece. If we knock Greece out, we've pretty much got this. It's just a matter of dealing with the Soviets, and they're about as... Oh, thanks, Nicaragua. So if it's just the Soviets, I mean, they're as good as dead. They're equally dead as Germany. So, yep, with Athens taken, we actually have supply. Now it's just a matter of cleaning up the rest. We'll kill Greece, and then we'll kill everybody else. We have secured all of Europe. There's just the Soviet Union left. I really don't want to drive all the way to the Caucasus. Sorry, the Urals even, to capitulate them. So, part of me just wants to declare victory here. Another part of me wants to get the job done. So we'll try for a little bit longer to get the job done, but honestly, I'd say I've proven my point here. It looks like Germany's found its momentum again, driving hard into the Soviets. All of a sudden, Soviets are spent. I've also driven hard into the Soviets, just went gung-ho with my mechanized. Like, their lines are super thin, their units are super weak, they've got nothing left. And pocket. Juicy pocket. Damn, that's the biggest legionary Romania I've ever seen. Wow. There goes the Soviet Union. Let's have a juicy little peace deal and call it a day. I don't want much. I just like some boats, please. Alright, so the death of the Soviet Union means a very big Germany, a weirdly split Romania, horrible borders all around, but we got an East Siberian Empire out of the deal, as well as some ships. I'd say this is a nice stopping point. I don't want to continue fighting the Allies. It would require me to just defeat India, which is going to be easy, but also, you know, the United States of America, which is not going to be easy. It's going to be annoying, and I don't want that. But Bolivia, who started with no coastline, now controls a navy consisting of, well, a lot of ships. That's almost, what, 400 ships now, and many battleships. Anyway, I had a lot of fun playing Bolivia. I had so much fun that I actually kept playing to save the Axis. I recommend you check out this mod. It's such a good mod if you're playing in South America, and I hope you'll enjoy this next video as well. See ya.